What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Life. For a minute, I was on a search for a co-host. Wasn't sure what was going on, but then the man D'Lo popped in with no shirt on, head bobbing, ready to do this shit.
Now watching the old the World Wrestling Federation SmackDown Live, baby.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Yeah, I only watched because they was in my seat on this episode. So heck yeah, I got to cover whenever they in my seat. It's the tag team titles. The Chris Jericho and Benoit versus
Oh
Edge
man,
and Christian
dude, where are
for
you
the
watching
tag
that at?
titles. Hmm?
Where are you watching that at? They still got they still show that shit
Peacock.
on.
Peacock. That ain't on I'm watching
Yeah.
SmackDown. Peacock.
Okay.
Peacock. They got everything else, but Raw just got Netflix.
Every time they say that they reinstated Benoit to the old videos, I'm like, did they really? But I guess they really did.
You can still see it. You can still see matches with him, but you ain't gonna see no documentaries on that boy. And
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna they definitely
dude.
not documentaries.
You ever watched the Hard Knocks documentary?
Which one? Oh yeah, I did from Dark Side of the Ring.
No, they put out a DVD back in the day called Hard Knocks: The Chris Benoit Story, and it's like,
When did this come out? Because I
eh,
must have been in middle
uh,
school when that happened.
yeah, it's older, man. Like maybe the
I was
late
like,
'90s,
I
early 2000s, but it's freaking. It's everybody talking about how Chris Benoit has such a hard life and how wrestling saved him, and he's crying on that motherfucker. And people are talking about what a good dude he is, and like, man, it's wild now,
yeah,
boy.
this had to be like '03 or something. That had to
It's
be '03,
wild.
'04 when he was winning the Rumble.
I'm
That
about
had
to
to
look
be
it
there
up and
because they
see
ain't even
see
before that.
when did Hard Knocks come out. I'm about to look because man, I remember I watched
Damn.
it. I remember I watched it with my buddy Q, and afterwards I was like, dang man, everybody says Chris Benoit is such an asshole, but maybe he's not. He seems super emotional. He seems like a good guy. And my buddy Q said, "Man, you're emotional as hell, and you're an asshole." And I was like, "Yeah, you know,
I will say this about Benoit. He was the one that made the chops a lot
dude,
intense because he was.
yeah, dude."
Woo!
Benoit used to blow his snot on people.
He used to
That's
freaking
not
let it
cool,
loose.
man. That is 2004. It came out in 2004.
Yeah, that's why I think it had to be when he won the Rumble because it
Yeah.
had to be back. Anything after '07, I'm like, that was very
Yeah.
dicey.
Yeah, Benoit, man, I remember that's another thing we talked about, me and my buddy Q. He was like, man, if I'm ever wrestling Chris Benoit and he says he's gonna blow his snot on me,
Hey,
I'm gonna
yeah, that's crazy.
tell him to go fuck himself. Like,
I'm thinking blow your side. I'm actually thinking he's gonna blow his nose on you. He gonna have
dude, that's what
boogers
he
on you.
did. You never seen him do that?
I don't really pay
Oh,
attention. I just know
brother.
he be chopping,
Okay,
fool.
so in WCW, he did it every single match. He would get him on the ground and he would freaking close up one nostril and
Yeah.
blow his
Yeah.
snot all over him, dude. I think they made him stop doing it in WWE, but he did it in WCW in every single match he was in, man.
Nah, I gotta watch that Jerry match.
Yeah, yeah. Go back and watch, man.
That's
It
wild.
was nasty, dude.
That's
He
nasty.
was boogering all over everybody. Somebody said something about it. They said like that they had to wrestle after him and they went in the corner and there was boogers all over because a lot of times he would chop them down in the corner and then once they got to the ground he'd step on a couple times and then he'd blow snot on them, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
that's a nasty
nasty,
shit, nigga.
dude.
Lucky
Nasty.
Cole wasn't around. Good grief. We need COVID protocol for his ass.
They
Good
never even
grief.
said anything
He's the
about it.
first one in quarantine. Jeez
Yeah.
Louise.
Yeah, he'd be giving COVID to everybody. He'd be like, have some COVID from my
I
fucking
can't look at
boogers.
it. Every time they show what happened on Raw, and he did the diving headbutt off the top of the steel cage. I'm like, that man is insane.
Yeah,
That man is
yeah,
insane. I'd rather do the moonsault that Kirk did, even though I missed. Shit,
right.
I'll take the moonsault over the freaking headbutt. Good grief.
Yeah, dude. Nobody, Chris Benoit did dumb stuff.
It was insane. That motherfucker
Dumb
was
stuff.
insane.
Dude, I've done 3 podcasts today. This is my third one. I've worn the same shirt on every single podcast. So for the so
I gotta do three in a 20, 17-hour span. This one, I'm doing mine
yeah,
in the morning.
yep,
Oh
and then we'll
yeah,
be doing the
the round table.
table wrestling, the new round table. Hopefully, hopefully we'll get it together. Oh, dude, that's funny. That
Mm.
clapping hand on that picture of Jade.
Hmm.
Like, duck
Yeah.
down, dude, and look at that picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at what that hand looks
Yeah.
like it's trying to do something.
Yeah, I should be the freaking.
That's hilarious, man. Oh, that's
Man,
funny. Dang.
damn.
So, man, Chris Benoit. We'll make this the Chris Benoit special. No, I'm just playing. We're not going to spend the whole
Well,
hour talking about.
Edge and Christian tried to cheat for the tag titles, but by cracking him in the back of the head, but he tried to do the crossface. So cover, damn it, cover. Mm. They
Man,
saved it. But yeah, that. Ooh.
dude, this massage is tearing my neck up. Oh, man, I'm about to fall asleep.
I'd be mad as
Um,
shit if he was suplexing me and I had snot on my back of my shirt or something on my back. I'd be mad as shit, man. I install
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, dude, you got to watch some of them old nitros, man. He just be blowing snot. Dude, you know what, you
Yo,
know
that's
what's funny?
wild.
So when I was a kid, right, uh, I watched Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and he used to blow snot in the ring, but he didn't
Oh
ever do
God.
it at people. He would just do it like on the mat or whatever. Like
Oh.
he'd take his thumb and blow it out,
All right, that's a
and
little. That's only a little better.
yeah, a
Because
little
at
bit.
least you
Cause at
ain't
least
doing it
not
on
doing it
somebody,
on
but you do
people.
it in the ring. They have to follow
Yeah,
that up. It's crazy.
yeah.
That's
But I would.
nasty.
So my nose got stuffed up, man, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can do it like Hacksaw.
Oh no.
And I did it, and I cleared my nose. And ever since then, man, if I ain't got no tissues, Hacksaw Jim Duggan taught me how to blow snot rockets. So thank you, Hacksaw. Fourth of July,
Oh,
America, tough guy.
except for that one time with Canadian for like a month or a few
Yeah,
months.
he was Canadian for a couple months. Joined Team Canada. There was
Yeah, that was
one
so weird.
Canadian,
Like, I can't. When I
one
watched that, I was like, "Why do you? That doesn't even look right." I was like,
dude.
"Stay back, get back to
Why?
America."
Why was there one Canadian in Team Canada?
Right, there's only one Canadian.
Elix
And,
Skipper is from like Georgia.
right.
Hacksaw Duggan is from New York. Mike Awesome is from California. Ain't none of them dudes except Lance Storm from Canada. Major Guns is probably from California too. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, made it guns.
I mean, she had some nice little man-made body going on,
Hey, it's
but
pretty decent for what it is.
yeah, I don't know where she
But
came from. I
but
wonder if
Vince
they
Russo
found.
will pay his crimes for what he did to Stacy Keebler because that damn how the hell you get a Vince cash? Bro, that was wild.
Man, dude, the worst thing was that Ric Flair was supposed to be the dad of her baby.
Fuck. Just like
Yeah,
Lacey Evans. Good grief.
yeah, he was
How that would
supposed.
have fucking worked out.
Oh wow, bro. So uh, before Major Guns got into wrestling, she was doing the you know,
Showgirl?
she was doing the sucky sucky on the film.
Oh, she did
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Apparently,
Pre WCW or post WCW?
let me see. It looks like it may have been pre WCW.
That might have
But
been how she got the call.
yeah,
Case.
and she currently wrestles for an erotic wrestling promotion called Double Trouble Wrestling, where
Double trouble.
they do bikini, topless, and nude stuff.
Where
How old is she? She is 53 years
that's what I
old.
was saying. Like that,
Still
she
taking her
really,
clothes
really.
off. That's wild, dude.
Where's the research? Where's the website link for this? I can do some research.
Ah. Okay, so it was after actually. So in
All
December of 2005, she
right, fire.
started making porn movies,
Oh.
adult films for Seymour Butts. If y'all remember Seymour Butts, he was kind of big.
Seymour, boy, I ain't heard
He was
that
kind of
shit.
big in the early internet days of porn
You ain't
un-
heard that shit.
under the name Brandy Wild.
Wow, she know how to get wild. Wow.
Yeah, Seymour Butts, man.
Seymour Bus had wild chicks. Mm.
According to this, Seymour Butts started making movies in 1980. But see, he started getting popular in 1999, like in the late 90s and early
Attitude era.
2000s. Yeah, because he used to do like Gonzo. That was his big thing was Gonzo. If y'all don't know what Gonzo is,
Yeah,
this
you
is
want to
the
tell you what Gonzo is.
this is the life portion of wrestling with life.
Yeah, you got to
Gonzo
tell
is
you that. It's over for my life.
Gonzo is where you shoot it without a script or without a location. You just like you be in a Honda Accord and you start banging and you freaking recording it in a Honda Accord. Or like at a
And
Holiday
then
Inn.
you switch places like it's an action movie. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking. Like you
Yeah.
got different acting scenes and shit.
Yeah. No, Gonzo basically just me. It's like run and gun. It's just you're basically like, all right, guys, let's do it right here behind this trash can. And then everybody strips and they start fucking and recording it. And then somebody shows up and they got to get dressed real quick and get out before they get in trouble. Like that's
Gonzo. Makes sense.
that's
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
You
Yep.
gotta get the hell out of here before you get got.
It's
So.
reality TV, man, but it's a little more than that. A little more than
Oh.
that.
Uh-oh. Christian
Right.
disappeared Edge. Uh-oh.
Oh
Lion
man.
saw. Cover damn it.
Oh man.
All right. The Chris's retain.
The Chris's retained. The Canadian Chris's over the
Oh.
Canadian
Tag match though.
brothers who aren't really brothers. It's funny that Edge and Christian were brothers and they're the same age. It's not even biologically possible for them to be brothers.
I just realized those three Chris's in this match. The Chris's, and then Christian. What
Yep.
the heck? That was too much.
All the Chris's.
Yeah, get
But
all the
Shane
Chris's together.
Helms had to change his name back to Gregory Helms because Shane McMahon was in WWE.
I figured that. They
Yeah.
can't have two Shanes. Like, hey, why is there two Shane?
But there's 85 Chris's.
All right.
They don't make no
Chris
sense.
is very common more than Shane.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm about to Edge and Christian.
Uh-oh.
Right,
Damn! Edge just pushed out Christian Cage. Good grief.
Oh man.
This
not
drama
good.
happened in the Edge and Christian family household.
Not
They
good.
it was weird they was kept referring to them as brothers.
Yeah, you didn't know they were brothers in wrestling?
When I first got into it, that's all they were referred to as brothers. And then later on, like I think in 2011, that's when they started saying cousins or something like that. Or
Were they
friends.
cousins? And then
Then they switched to cousins for a while,
Dude,
and then they met the best friends.
So Edge is 1 month older than Christian.
Okay. Yeah.
Their mom would have had to have a super vagina. Or were they twins and she just held one of them in for a month? Like, how does that work? Yeah, there's no way they could have been brothers. It's not even possible. But
that's crazy.
But Bubba Ray and Devon aren't brothers either. So
right,
man,
that was two different, same dad, different mama.
Right. But yeah, Daddy Dudley was a whore.
Yeah,
he was
Daddy
running
Dudley
around the world making babies.
Right. Yeah. You see the run of Dudley, Spike.
So many Dudleys, dude. Spike, Sign Guy,
Run Dudley, Big Dick Dudley.
Yeah. Dances with Dudleys, Big Dick Dudley. Shoot, I don't even know. There was so many Dudleys. I think there was like 12 Dudleys at some point. How many Dudleys were there? I'm about to look and see.
Molly Holly.
You said Molly Holly. Molly Holly was bad back in the day.
See, she had a magazine too.
Oh man.
Come on.
How many Dudleys? Yo, what is going on?
The Dudleys just pop up.
What is going on with the freaking Pistons, man?
Hey, y'all got a new shooter in Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, but we got rid of we didn't get rid of him. But We
You know,
couldn't pay Tim. We couldn't pay Tim Hardaway Jr.
yeah, he wanted to go to Denver.
Yeah,
He
he
be
got a
under
hundred. He
Jokic.
got $102 million or something like that to go over there. So, and we
think
didn't
I,
have
I
it
think it was a 1 year. No, it was a 1 year deal. I remember writing it down. Yeah, it was a 1 year deal. He ain't go
to
there
go to
forever.
Denver.
Yeah, Denver. So I
But
wrote it down.
he got good money, dude. And we didn't have it because we just paid Duncan Robinson a bunch of cash. But that Malik Beasley,
Where's the big show?
dumbass betting on games, man. So I don't know. I'm worried about the Pistons now. I guess we'll see. But Tim Hardaway Jr. Was important, man. You know. All right, let's see how many Dudleys we got. We got.
Shit, I lost. Shit, Malik Beasley. He's in a little trouble.
Oh yeah, Beasley's going to jail. Like, he's in trouble, dude. He's in trouble. All right. So in the original Dudleys, Big Dick Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley, Chubby Dudley, Dances with Dudley, Dudley Dudley, Devon Dudley, Sign Guy Dudley, Little Spike Dudley, Snot Dudley, Luke Dudley, and Butch Dudley.
Wait, you said Snot Dudley?
Apparently, there was a Dudley in 1995 called Snot Dudley.
Snot Dudley. What
Yeah,
in the
man.
blue hell of names?
Oh man. Says
Really, like what?
he is best known for his appearances with the Extreme Championship Wrestling as a member of the Dudley Brothers under the ring name Snot Dudley.
So I was like 12 motherfuckers. 12.
Something like that.
God damn.
Yeah. And then outside of the originals, there was the Backseat Dudleys for one match in the WWF.
The backseat Dudleys.
Yeah, in April 15th, 2001, they had one match in the WWF as the Backseat Dudleys.
What the hell on the back? They're a tag team, right? Another
yeah, and they were actually it was Trent Acid and Johnny Casimir because they used to wrestle as the Backseat
Oh, hell
Boys,
no, big show.
and they came in and did a show as the Backseat Dudleys. Psycho
Yeah.
Sam Dudley for you in USA Pro for a year.
Sam Dudley.
Yep.
That's the
Schmuck
most normal
Dudley.
Dudley name I've heard of.
Right.
That's the most normal Dudley.
Schmuck Dudley down in Florida Championship Wrestling from 1998. Yep, Schmuck Dudley. Stacy Keebler, of course, was the Duchess of Dudleyville. I guess they count
Of
that.
course.
I guess they count that.
Well, she's not. She's like a cousin. She ain't really
Yeah,
like hard. She's like a
yeah.
cousin.
And speaking of cousins, Total
Oh, God.
Nonstop Action had a dude named Cousin Steve Dudley.
Cousin, he does.
Yeah. And then
Damn! Oh my God, Big Show just destroyed Raven.
Damn.
Great.
There
That
was
that was emphatic, Marv. He held that up in there, and then
oh yeah, Big Show used to get crazy with those choke slams.
yeah, he used to hold on for at least a few seconds, and
then we had Big Vern Dudley in American Pro Wrestling. And then the tag team in Coastal Championship Wrestling of Urkel and Dog Puke Dudley.
what? Urkel and Dog Puke?
Yeah. I wonder how many of these were just like I wonder if Bubba Ray and Devon even know about Urkel and Dog Puke. You know what I mean? Or if they were just like, you know what? We're gonna be Dudleys. And then the current Dudleys carrying on the tradition on the independent circuit and in AEW occasionally are Terrell and Terrence Dudley, Devon's kids. So they're actually probably the only Dudleys who have ever been blood related to any of the other Dudleys in the history of Dudleys.
You know, someone should ask them Dudleys. Do you know about your extended family of the Dudleys? And see what they say about
Have you ever met Uncle Dog Puke?
Hey, you met Urkel?
Urkel?
Did you meet Snot Dudley before? Like,
Snot was official, dude. Snot was a Dudley in ECW.
Jesus.
Man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Ask the Dudleys. Do you know? And do you remember any of your extended family members of your Dudley?
Right, right. If I ever get a chance to talk to Bubba, I'm gonna be like, look, man, you gotta explain some of this. What is going on? Just be like, Big Daddy Dudley was a slut.
Mm-mm.
He was a whore.
Oh man. All them
Man.
goddamn Dudleys, man. Goddamn
too
Dudleys.
many, too many Dudleys.
Good grief.
Man. So what do you think of the ending to CM Punk and John Cena?
It was
How do you
hilarious.
feel
I ain't
about
gonna
that?
lie. I laughed my
Yeah.
ass off, especially with Charles Robbins. Because this shit was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
after when the ref got knocked down till the end, I was laughing my ass off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because, like, CM Punk, well, the staff and his crew came out, Braun and Bronson,
yeah.
they destroyed, they tried to beat a Punk, but Punk always shot him. That started to laugh. I was like,
Right.
I started laughing. And then they got rid of him. And then Seth trying to bring down Charles Robinson. He running his legs down the field. He's like, come on, Charles. And then Cena just pounces on it like he's the python. And cut that
Dude.
bitch off. And I just done after that. I was crying.
And he
And he said,
almost
like,
ate
what are
the
you doing?
stairs.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, you trying to mess with my shit. Like, no, I'm trying to make money off you, man. I ain't trying to mess with your opportunity.
Oh man.
That shit was hilarious. Oh, that was hilarious.
And man, do you buy Seth's explanation that he
Nah,
wasn't
you
really
trying to
trying to
cash.
cash in?
Nah, you trying to cash. You know what you trying to do. You trying to get a heist of the century in
Yeah.
Saudi.
Yeah. He said I was just trying to stop Punk. But he had a referee, man. You don't have a referee if all you're trying to do is stop Punk. If you don't risk Charles Robinson's life if all you're trying to do is stop Punk.
Right. You know what's
Charles
funny?
Robinson could have died.
I did see a show where I see that referees get a little extra money for taking buffs. So I'm like, Charles must have got some extra. A
Well,
lot
hopefully.
extra.
Hopefully, because John Cena hit the hell out of him.
He pounced on that hoe. He pounced on it.
Oh man. And I don't think Charles had any control over where he was landing. I'm glad he's alive.
Yeah, I'm glad he's alive too.
Because Charles, that could have gone badly. Charles could have died. He could have had no more Lil Nate. Dude, it's funny because like they did an interview on the Raw recap with him after that, and they said we've got the legend, the goat, Charles Robinson, and he goes, "Woo!" He still does the Lil Nate. He still thinks he's Lil Ric Flair, dude. After all these years, he still wants to be Ric Flair.
You're welcome.
To this day, still want to be Ric Flair, man. He's riding that gimmick forever. But
Oh my gosh. I
yeah.
got a question to ask. What was Perry Saturn on, bro? That man was saying whatever he wanted.
What are you watching with the mop or the dress or what? What do you got going on?
It's Perry, Terry, and Dean Malenko. They got a double date with the lady named Terry. So it's
Okay.
like, and she said, and he said they met. It's like, you smell like a Viking. I was like, what? Like, what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are they about to do the double O Malenko?
I think they're doing a double date because Terry kind of look not bad, and Terry Reynolds.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, they're doing a double date.
But they did a
But
they did a thing for a while where like Dean Malenko would come out wearing a suit, and it was supposed to be based on James Bond, but he was like getting a bunch of ladies and stuff. He would have
nah,
like two
I'm with
chicks walk to the ring with him and stuff. And he
Lita.
was wearing a white suit.
Mm, Lita, yes.
Lita.
Yeah, Lita and Matt Hardy are out the ring.
No, not for long.
Oh, Max defend this European title against somebody.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, leave it my attitude. Yeah, it definitely would have been. Even though it was trash, just slightly. Yeah, yeah, keep the camera on leader. I don't get an ISO camera. I don't give a damn. But yeah, that ending was funny as hell. And then of course CM Punk is costed by Seth again to
Again.
lose. Oh shit,
Yep.
Archer! Oh shit! Can't quit, get rowdy.
About to move
Hey,
some things. Oh man.
hey, yeah, hey.
All right, lady.
Okay, hey, true. He was the
Spit.
same. Basically, he looked the same, yo. Why couldn't they
Yeah.
push this man back there, bro?
I don't know, man.
I'm glad he did go to NWA and became world champion. He's the only brother that became NWA world champion. The
Yep.
only brother still. Shout out to Ken
Ever.
Shamrock too. Shout out to Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock about to move some things.
Okay.
All
Get
right.
rowdy. But yeah.
We about to move some things.
The rest of that pay per view was all right. Oh, Dean Malenko,
There you go.
Dean
Double.
Don Malenko.
That's double O Malenko when he was double O
Oh
Malenko.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
See.
double Malenko.
Yeah. He's double O Malenko. They'd hire
Okay.
some strippers to walk to the ring with him, but he was supposed to be
Probably the
like James
most
Bond. He was supposed to be smooth.
It's probably the most character I've seen out of Demon Lincoln I've ever seen in my life. Right there in that picture.
Right in that picture, he's walking with two chicks who look like they do not give a damn. They're just
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yeah, like he just want to get some opportunity, get some
yeah,
PT.
just pay us, pay us,
But yeah, I just want this little money that they giving us, and we out.
dude. I'm a floating head right now. I don't know.
Like you cover David Lincoln's body, it's got a head right there. Man, they going crazy for a leader. I need a
Yeah.
leader. What?
Dude, speaking of crowds going crazy, do you think that on Monday we saw the birth of a new babyface faction? Or do you think people just really, really hate the New Day?
I see. I looked at it as more hate the New Day
Yeah,
because
that's what everybody was saying.
that's
Because,
why I look.
man, that pop off the coup de grace, holy mackerel,
I
man.
was surprised. I was like, wow.
Yeah, the
I
crowd went
guess
nuts.
I guess they want to see Finnegan win again.
I guess
Damn.
so.
But
I guess
yeah,
so.
but they
And
ain't do
then,
nothing for New Day after they went out after they kicked Big E basically. They couldn't really do nothing basically. So it's
yeah.
kind of
Well,
bad.
with New Day or with E not being able to wrestle, it's harder. You know what I mean? Like he can't wrestle, so they used him to get heat, kicked him out, but then what are they? There's no follow through on it. You know, so
Right. Wish it was all right. I wish it was a father. And then the Odyssey Jones situation too. That was kind of there's two things that kind of
right.
like
What happened with
yeah.
Odyssey Jones? He beat somebody up or something. He beat up a chick or something.
Yeah, he says he had like domestic violence with his girl. Damn, at the
Yeah,
time, and then nothing really came out of it. Then he just got fired. Just
dude. I'm
at,
saying I
I was
get the whole idea of like distancing yourself because you don't want to hurt the company. But a lot of times, man, you got to wait and see. You got to let the investigation breathe. Take him off TV, see what's going on. It's just like, look, man, I'm not Enzo Amore. Dude could talk. I'm not an Enzo Amore fan. But it turned out that that girl who said that Enzo raped her was crazy. You
right.
know, like on drugs and out of her mind. Like all of her friends were like, yo, they had text messages where she was like, guess who I just
Oh
slept
shit!
with?
Hey man.
I just slept with a famous wrestler, Enzo Amore. Like she was
Right.
clearly just trying to get money or nuts or something, and they
Mm.
already fired him. As soon as it
Right.
came out, they fired him. And really, like it looks like he didn't really do anything wrong. He just had crazy sex with a chick who's insane. you know? So
I think it was at the time that he didn't tell Vince at the time. I think that's what it was. He didn't tell his boss like what happened, and then when they got
right.
out, that's
Yeah.
when it was like, oh, like you're fired.
Yeah. And dude, and I'm not saying don't believe victims. I'm not saying that at all. Because most of the time, if somebody comes forward and they're gonna go through all that, they're probably telling the truth.
Mm,
But if it's a job on the line with millions of dollars, give it a chance. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Wait and see what happens. Suspend them, but don't fire them. You
Right. Just
know?
take him off the road for a few weeks or so, then see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
investigation, then we'll figure out how it goes. Okay,
yeah.
man. The girl's going crazy too when he took his shirt off. Okay,
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh, they
I ain't
always did
expect
that
that.
back in the day for the Hardys. Every time the Hardys took their shirts off, woo, the
Yeah.
girls lost it, dude. Every
It
time,
was
like just ridiculous. Woo. Oh man, dude. So do you
all
watch
the ladies
Duster?
go crazy for the Hardys, and then the fellas go crazy for Lita. It's even
Right.
exchange.
Do you watch Duster?
You said who?
Duster, the TV show?
I heard of it. You told me about it. You
Yeah,
told me
it's
about
super good, man. I don't know how many people watch, or I don't know if we have the capability to move the needle and get some to new fans. I think we're trying to get fans of our own right now. But Duster is a really good show, man. The season finale was tonight on HBO. Um, it needs a new. The second season is going to be something if it happens. But it's really good. J.J. Abrams and Josh Holloway. Josh Holloway's the star, and it's very good. So watch it if you haven't. Get ready for the new season, which will probably come out in 5 years because it's streaming, and that's how it works. but
it. Yeah. It's a
but
weirdo.
it's a cool show, man. It's about a
So
guy
cold,
who.
JR.
What's going on, brother?
Nah, so cold was trying to tell JR to sign it, and it was like, I'll sign it. But I was under duress by signing this thing. I was like,
Oh man, I saw Jim Cornette talking
what about
about. I saw Jim Cornette talking about how Vince Russo tries to take credit for Stone Cold. And he was going off, dude. He was like, man, that was all Steve.
96? I was like,
He
he
tried to,
came up in 96 though. The year I was born. But like he had that Austin 316 said, I
right,
just whipped your ass.
right.
What? Yeah,
Well,
that one before that.
right.
So I was like,
Russo tried to say that he wrote all that stuff, apparently. And
that's blasphemy, as they
I
would say in
mean,
the religious terms. I don't know.
right. If you listen to what Jim Cornette said, he's like, man, Steve just cut that promo naturally. He's like, all of that was him.
Right.
It was before, you know, no one was writing that character. That was all just Steve. Like, oh no, Vince Russo is kind of an idiot, I think. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. Stone Cold just started beating the piss out of Jerry for no reason.
To Jerry, oh man, dude.
Jerry, he was, I think it
So
was Regal's assistant.
yeah. They were a tag team for a while, dude. So I remember going to a SmackDown, right? And they were trying this thing out with Tajiri.
Yeah.
And and he was like he came up on the crowd. He came up on the screen in front of the crowd, like the big screen, and he goes, "You don't boo to me, you bow to me."
Mm.
And I thought that would have been good, man. I don't
That'd
know
got
why
me.
I don't know
That'd
why
got
that
me.
didn't make it to TV. Because I got all excited. I was like, "Oh, Tajiri's got a new gimmick. You don't boo to him, you bow to him," and then it never got on TV. So
That's dark, man. What the
I
heck?
I wonder if people thought it was racist because the way he said it.
It probably could have gone that way
Because he
because
said you
bow
don't
to
boo to
me.
me. Well, and he said you don't boo to me. Like boo to me is not proper English. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
That's what he
I was
said. He
saying.
said you don't boo to me, you bow to me. And maybe they were like, oh, that's racist. But I don't
Yeah,
know. I
that would have
thought it
got a
was
little
gonna be
wild.
cool, man. I was like, hey, go to Jiri.
That'd be hilarious. So
Don't boo to me.
bow
Bow
to
to me.
me. Yeah, this DDP. Now they show a DDP stalking Sarah. I
Okay.
now that I
Yeah,
seen
he hated
Kimberly.
that. DDP
I
said he
don't
hated
blame
that.
him because look at Kimberly. Like,
Well,
yo,
yeah, Kimberly was something, dude.
I was like, good
Yeah.
grief. She was fine as hell. I was like, why would he be stalking Sarah? Not she was bad. I'm like, but they only had one angle where she looked halfway decent. I was like, not bad,
Yeah,
but I still would choose Kimberly. Right.
Kimberly was super fine, dude.
And there is a unhidden story. Did Buff Bagwell really mess with Kimberly Page? Dun dun dun. It was a mystery. I was wondering that happened in the NDWCW, but it's unsolved.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I remember when they had the feud with Macho Man. He had a feud with Macho Man because Macho Man was calling Kimberly a whore for being
Ooh.
in Playboy. And it was celebrities. It was like a nude celebrities issue. So there was like a bunch of super hot chicks in there, and so DDP was like, "This chick, this chick, this chick, the most beautiful women in the world, and my wife." He was like, "You damn right, I'm proud of it." Like, but Macho was like, "Oh no, my," and dude, the ironic thing is, I wonder if he was with George at the time, because if he was with George at the time, George was a stripper before.
That's what
Like
I'm saying,
he
right?
literally
Like,
met George at a club, like you know.
right, yeah,
So
that's the definition of irony. Like, really,
yeah, he met George at a club, man.
holy shit! Good thing they cut the camera down.
Oh, something go down.
Yeah,
Uh,
they got him in their hotel room. And they got the
oh,
mirror. I was like, thank goodness they kept the mirror, the angle away. I know where you are.
dude. So speaking of Undertaker, man, you watch LFG yet? The second season,
Haven't got to. From what
right?
I've seen, Booker is sad that he still lost season one. He's like, I'm mad now. I ain't win season one, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I was thinking he would have gone to a T. I was like, damn, Booker,
Oh
you really
man.
missed out that.
So the first two, so the way that they did a draft this year, like you know how last year they got to pick who they wanted as a coach. This year the coaches picked who they wanted on their team, and Michelle McCool got the first two picks because she was a brand new coach.
Oh yeah, Michelle replaced Vicky
Yeah,
James.
Mickey James. Oh God, and the way she talks about herself and her wrestling career is so stupid. Oh
She
man,
had a decent run, but it was quick
I
though. It wasn't
guess
that long because
she wasn't.
started with Palumbo.
I
She started with
guess.
Palumbo from what I seen, but I
Yeah.
think like '08 to like 2012, she was kind of the top girl, low key, one of the
Yeah,
top
I mean
three.
she had a belt, but her and or she picked she got to pick one male and one female, and
Yeah.
both the people that she picked were on Booker's team last year. And Booker was
What
like, "Oh, I see
the
what's
hell?
going on. I see what's going on. All that work that I put in, all that work that I put in to make them great." And he got up and left, and they were like, "Is Booker coming back?"
Yeah,
so
that's
so
key.
funny, dude. But Harlem Lewis is on there this season from LFG. I mean, from Evolve.
I
Harlem
heard
Lewis
it.
is on there and Harlem Lewis is good.
I heard his
So
name. His name sounds familiar.
I feel like he was having a little feud with Keanu Carver for a little bit on Evolve.
Sorry, that's probably where I've heard his name from. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck.
But and he hasn't been on in a while. And I wonder if they knew like LFG, like if they had a time, so he would stop being on Evolve when LFG came out, because all that shit's pre-taped, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they coordinate it. Like he's not going to be on Evolve anymore. And Hayes Jamison, who was also on LFG or on Evolve, is in LFG, and she sucks. I thought she was okay in the tag match that she had on Evolve, but she is not good, man. Oh my god! And then there's this chick named Summer Sorrell who has barely wrestled. Like I think she's had like 3 matches.
Oh
So
my god.
they got her down there. But and then I think all the rest of the people are returning from last season. I think.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is the Detroit Yearwood still there? He's on there, or
I don't know if Troy Yearwood's still there or not because I know they've got him
I
pretty
heard certain
heavy,
names.
pretty heavy on Evolve, and he's got a new name and whatnot. What
Yeah,
Justin Hampton or something like that?
yeah, Justin Hampton. I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really know favorite.
That promo was silly, dude. Troy Yearwood is this, Troy Yearwood is that, and now Troy Yearwood is Justin Hampton. Like, what, dude? You're just gonna change your name? Just gonna
Oh my
change your
god, Justin Hampton, just incredible. And Chris just
Oh
brought that
man.
joke up, yo.
No. Oh no. And I know
Just incredible.
The Asian chick from last season. I think her name was Laura Lee.
Yo.
What's up?
Oh god. Just the Kurt he said just incredible caught me again.
Oh, right on, dude. But yeah, Laura Lee is
What you find?
she's probably not going to be on LFG because she got her a name and everything, and she's working on Evolve. So
Ain't that Jen Tyler? Ain't that the
yeah,
same girl? Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
all right.
Did she just win on Evolve on Wednesday? I
Yeah,
feel like,
she pinned us. Yeah, she made that sister submit.
yep, yep.
Layla Diggs. I'm digging
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
Layla Diggs. She tapped her out.
I dig her.
Yo, speaking of Evolve, they are setting things up perfect, man.
Saying that he getting a title shot. So
Yeah, and also the Vanity Project. How do you make a
Lindsay.
number 1 contender?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, baby, six
Get some
man.
veteran work. Hey.
Yeah, and the thing is, they've been building Lindsay up. He's been having good matches and blah blah blah,
Mm.
and then he pins the champ in a 6 man. Now he's the number
Okay,
one
Lindsay.
contender.
Okay, Lindsay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
freaking NXT, take note. You know,
Double,
not every match
double
has
A
to be a
ball.
number 1 contender match. God damn it.
Mm.
Not every match. Ugh.
Fans defend the champion, you be your number one contender. Look at
Yeah.
everything. Look at Izzy.
Yeah. Izzy
What?
Dame and dude, that tag match was pretty damn good.
Yeah, that
Like
was good.
all 4 of those girls worked well together. They had a good little chemistry going on. And
Okay.
the finish was cool where they're pushing Izzy out of the way and then Saul eats the spear.
I was like, damn. I was like,
It's
oh
good
no.
stuff, man. Good stuff, dude.
And then I like how all the color now has opportunity to get some gold because
Dude, they picked they
uh,
were carrying Tatum around
uh,
on their shoulders like she's a champion. She won 1 fucking match and now she's their savior. But
she's a new member of the color.
yeah,
Look at
man.
this.
Yo,
And they had
speak.
her in the interest too in the front. I was like, okay, is it?
Yeah,
Okay, Taylor. That was a
yeah,
new recruit.
yeah, man.
Damn, Brooks got replaced by a girl. That's crazy work.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
Brooks wasn't dedicated. Boom, boom. It was ridiculous, man. Oh, but speaking of ridiculousness, Luca Crucifino is loyal to one person.
Mama Mia. I was
Luca
thinking this
Crucifino.
right. I was thinking this the entire freaking time. Where the fuck is Adriana? Where's Adriana? And I felt like
Yeah.
Montesanti off of The Sopranos whenever he went crazy for Adriana. Where's they at? Adriana, where you at?
Where is Adriana?
Good grief.
They keep talking
She the
about
only
her.
one that can say this family together. She's the only one.
Dude, how crazy would it be if Adriana just comes back and is like, come on, guys? However she talks.
Get back together, be a family. So I'm
We a
like,
family. Adriana
family,
Rizzo,
what?
what is going on with her?
All right,
What
good
is
grief.
going on with her?
I don't know. Hope she. Yeah, all right. Shit. Been
He
a
is
couple months
gone.
now. She in a safe house. Is she
Yeah,
at
well,
another safe house?
yeah. So where is she at now?
Did she get taken by Sax and his crew? Like, what the fluff
She's
happened?
gone, dude. She's just gone. Where is Rizzo? Somebody
Yeah, we
needs to
gotta put
find
APG
out.
out for. Yeah, we gotta put APG out for her.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on, man. Because right now, there is no more family. There
Yeah,
is no family. It's
yeah. There's no
just,
more family.
they're all standing alone.
Yeah, yeah. Perry just said whatever the fuck's on his mind. Yo. I think they should have kept that shit when Perry said it, because he just said orphans love porridge. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
Oh, dude, I see where Adriana Rizzo is.
What?
She's with her little girls on the dance shows and stuff.
Always fucking vague.
She's out there with her babies, man.
You out there two stepping,
She got a
high stepping in the
she
ring.
she runs a
High stepping to
modeling
kill your family.
she runs a modeling company.
Uh,
She's
what
out
my
there, you
going
know.
on?
Wait, this might not be her. This might not be Rizzo, dude. This is a girl. This is a girl whose name is actually Adriana Rizzo. Oh man, that's funny, dude.
You'll find a different Rizzo. I was
That's a
thinking, oh,
different Rizzo. Here we go. This is
that
the real Rizzo. Where's she at? Where's the actual Rizzo at?
chicken nugget, chicken dinosaurs. What the heck, Perry?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, this is April 28th. She ain't even been on social media since April 28th. Rizzo, where are you?
Oh shit.
She's
Yeah,
really in
we need to
hiding,
call
dude.
APB out here, Tony. We need all the fucking information we can find on her.
Yeah,
What the hell?
somebody's got to find Riz.
It's been 2 months.
I wonder if she went out to the desert and found Luca with the new suit and gave him the haircut. Maybe,
Right, with a fresh suit,
maybe she
fresh
found him
on
out there.
her. I'm like, dang, you look spiffed up. You got the whole shebang.
Man, I'm never gonna get over that, dude. He came out of the desert looking better than
Just
he did.
spawned out of nowhere like a GTA character. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, who's the bill? What the hell you been?
Man, man. Sax came over, was like, your Stacks came over. I told you, me and Luca. And Luca said, bam, bada boom. Punched Sax too and said, I'm on my side.
Right, right.
I
I thought he
stand
was
with
going to
Luca
join too.
Crucifino.
So I'm on my own Crucifino. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
Triple threat. Now they're gonna have a triple threat, and the winner gets Rizzo.
And the Heritage
And the Heritage Cup. Word. Maybe that's when Rizzo will finally come back.
What about the Love Fellas?
Man. Dude, speaking of the Heritage Cup.
Oh, no, I'm darn. No, I'm not going to get that thing back soon. I believe it because he got at least 30% money up in that cup. I believe
Yeah.
it.
Well, I don't know about Noam Dar, man. I don't know what he injured.
Right. I
Dude
was
just
looking trying to find out, but they even keep that on the quiet.
dude just stay hurt. But I was thinking
Like
about the
he just
greatest.
came back.
Right. Got the cup and then
He
lost it.
really just came back.
Yeah, crazy, man. But I was actually thinking about the greatest Heritage Cup champion of all time, Charles.
Oh,
And
Charlie Dempsey.
yeah, and he's making Tavion Heights try to fight his way out of the no quarter catch crew.
It's weird how he had the freaking not the Rip Hound, the Dark Knights, the night special mask, and they had the
Yeah,
night mask on the dummy next to him. I'm like, what the
yeah, that was weird.
fuck?
What they write on that dummy? Wasn't there something written?
It might have been NWNQCC, the little weather.
Oh yeah, that's
It might
probably
have
what it
been that.
was. Yeah, that's probably what they wrote on there. Yeah.
But it's funny how the brother had to go through hoops to get out of fucking crew. With
Right,
Miles just
right.
beats Charlie and he gets out like easy.
Well, I
Really?
mean, if he had beaten Javon, he would have got out, but he lost to Javon. You know? So now Tavion said, I want the same deal Miles got. If I can beat you, you let me out of the crew.
Man walking.
And Charlie said, "Cool, but if I beat you, when I beat you, I don't ever want to hear this again. You're in the crew for life. Just shut up."
Damn, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. I like you gonna shut up, boy. Shut up and take it.
Just shut your mouth, man. You're gonna be in this crew for the rest of your life. And Ren's just like, this is weird. What I get into? I think it's. I still think it's funny, like how bad Ren wanted it in the crew. She fought to get in the crew, and now everybody wants out. Like, what happened? I don't understand. How did the no quarter catch crew become the crew that nobody wants to be in?
Yeah, that, right.
Strange,
That's crazy how that shit changes.
yeah,
I'm
strange
looking at
development.
I'm looking at the Undertaker interest, and it said WWF Undertaker, and I was thinking World Wrestling Thundertaker.
Undertaker.
Thundertaker.
Oh my gosh, man. Undertaker. He's the Undertaker, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh,
You'll
ooh.
take your funds and
The
put your ass 6 feet under.
I was
Yes.
thinking of the Undertaker like he should be hanging out with Gain. And for those of you who don't know Gain,
Yeah,
that
oh
would
yeah.
be that would be Gay
Yeah.
Kane.
Game. Put
The
you down for the
Undertaker and
Thundertaker.
Gain. They're like woo, ooh, 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 ooh. It'd be like, remember when the Undertaker? Well, you wouldn't remember, but have you ever seen when the Undertaker was on the All American team? It was a Survivor Series
The version he
match.
got right now. He rolling, rolling, rolling. That
No,
version.
no, he was still the Undertaker, but it was the All Americans against the Foreign Fanatics, and it was him, Lex Luger, and the Steiner brothers,
That's
and they were
that's
wrestling like the
for today.
Quebecers and I don't even remember who else. I think it was the Quebecers, Yokozuna, and Earthquake, maybe. But
That's an
anyway,
interesting. Oh my
the
god.
yeah, the Undertaker had a Betty Ross like American flag under his cloak.
Yeah.
So he like spread his arms out, and instead of it being purple, it was the American flag. So the Undertaker, it would be a rainbow. Spreads his arms out, and there's a rainbow under there, and him and Gain. I could do their custom theme, Fun Boy. All
Undertaker. Hold on a second. Hold on.
right. Oh shit! What happened, man? Oh, yo. Well, D'Lo's getting his thing sorted out. From the other room, I hear Speed Racer playing. If you guys have any opportunity to get me TV tunes, it's fire. Like old cartoons, man. If you were into like the old Cartoon Network or like MTV at night when they used to play the cool old cartoons, I just watched Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, man. And it was that show was fire. Tom Bosley. Um, and now, like I said, I'm hearing Speed Racer. This morning, when I got home, they were playing Underdog and Looney Tunes, like old Looney Tunes with guns and stuff. so, so yeah, me TV tunes is cool, dude. Every night I get the droopy eye. It's craziness. That's the droopy eye. But but yeah, man. Trying to think about wrestling. Dude, D'Lo's having something going on over there. His screen is.
All right, I'm back.
You good,
All
brother?
right.
What
Yeah,
happened?
man. Adam. Had an emergency call down there. Had an emergency call, and then they got mad. I was like, I'm not coming out.
Oh, word. Someone was trying to get you to come. Well, I mean, shit. You're in your 20s. People
Like,
would in my 20s. People would probably call me at 12:30 and try to get me to come out too.
I was I had work, and I was lost.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, when I was 26, 27, motherfuckers would show up in my house at 12:30 at night with a case of 40s and a bottle of freaking E and J. And we would, you know what I mean? That was like
Got it.
a regular Tuesday night at my house back in the
I
day.
bet. Trying
Man,
to hang out, man.
yeah, yeah, man. Oh
Yeah.
shit,
What the heck?
yo. So this, okay? I thought this might have happened, man.
Well,
Dude, Michael Madsen died.
Michael Madsen.
Yeah, man. Damn, did that just happen? I got a couple of different notifications about it, and I was like, Michael Madsen's not dead. Oh yeah, man. Dang, Michael Madsen died. Michael Madsen died.
I
So
saw earlier today. He's from Kill Bill.
what's that, brother?
I say he was. I remember him from Kill Bill was on Razor. I remember.
Oh man, something happened to the volume. I'm gonna have to go into my freaking settings. This iPhone stuff, man. I'm over iPhone.
Man, he said, "So I don't want to be an Android plan. You joined the cult.
It's in the
Too
cult
late.
sucks. I don't want to be in this cult, man. This is the worst cult ever.
Gotta embrace it, man. Gotta
Dude,
embrace it, man.
what what uh what color was Mr. Pink in or what color was Michael Madsen in War Dogs? Or I mean in Reservoir Dogs.
Think it
What
was red. I think it was red.
was he red? I'm about to look real quick. Let's see. Mr. Blonde. He was Vic Vega, aka Mr. Blonde. Vincent Vega's cousin, apparently. For those of you who didn't know that, Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction was set in the same universe, and Vic
Mm.
Vega, Michael Madsen's character, was Vinny Vega's cousin. So, little fact. And he's the one who tortured the Fed. well, uh,
Damn.
well, Stuck in the Middle with You was playing. He was cut his ear off and shit. But rest in peace, Michael Madsen, king of the B movies, and Quentin Tarantino kind of made him special, I guess. Put him in some movies that people actually
Hmm.
watched other times other than 3 o'clock in the morning on Cinemax. But man, yeah, Michael Madsen died, 67 years old.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
uh
Stuck in
oh.
the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle
Damn.
with you. Man,
Another from Chicago, and they went to Malibu. We
yeah.
going for a last ride. Damn. X-Pac went on the last ride. The hell.
X Pac. Do you call him X Pac or X Pac?
I call him X-Pac. I call him
Other
X-Pac.
people,
I switch it up every once in a while. If I'm feeling
somebody else
fat,
used to call him X Pac. I feel like it was a wrestler. They'd be like X Pac. I don't remember, but I think it is definitely supposed to be X Pac because it's Tupac.
yeah,
He's
that's what I'm thinking too.
yeah,
That's flipping out around every once in a while. I sometimes
yeah,
say X-Pac. I sometimes say X-Pac. So.
he's the Tupac of DX.
Nah, outlaw. That's the only motherfucking thing. We'll give you that. We'll give him that.
Right on. Degeneration X. Dude, I wonder if this show if anybody gives a crap, dude. We just come on here and be
Yeah,
blabbering.
he's bullshit. He's bullshit. His ass is bull. He's bullshit. Man.
Yeah,
We got attitude.
yeah. I hope people like it. I hope people find it
How you
entertaining.
doing, sir? Why you shaking your head? He just wiped it on his shirt like, I didn't want to shake your hand, but I had to do it.
Dude, I hope Tyler, because Tyler comes up with like a thumbnail for all the episodes. I hope he finds a picture of Chris Benoit blowing snot on somebody. Because I feel like we haven't talked about much. You know what I mean? I feel like
That
and
is
use
wild.
that as the thumbnail. And it's like, Chris
Yeah,
Benoit. Breaking
wait.
news. Breaking
That'll
news.
be
Chris
so
Benoit was gross.
mainstream. See, the only way
Nah.
to get mainstream. Like, ew, Chris used to stop blowing his nose all the time. Ew.
I feel like no. I feel like if he's listening to this thing and picking through trying to find a topic, it'd probably be the Judgment Day thing. This is interesting. They got cheered. Let's see what happens. I would love it if Judgment Day turned babyface, to be completely honest. Like turned babyface, but still was dirty. Still did nasty stuff, but people just loved him. I think that'd be cool. Dude, so did you know what I noticed about the promo in the back other than freaking Dom saying I vote yes allegedly? That's
Yeah,
freaking great. He
yeah,
said
just said
yes,
allegedly. I was
allegedly.
like,
Allegedly, I vote yes. He
like, what you say?
the whole time he was hugging his belt, dude. Did you see that with both
Yeah, he was
arms,
hugging that
holding
thing.
it, baby, like he had that thing tight. Never gonna let it go. But yeah, he's like, I need to talk to Liv before I vote. Come on, Dom, grow a pair.
Um, it's Rhino
Yes,
time.
allegedly. Oh man, Gore, best spear in wrestling, dude, ever.
Facts. That's facts. That's how you know it's Bo Badass. She named a different name, not a spear. It's a
Right, he
gore.
got his own name for it, dude. Yo, did you see Harlem Lewis? They call the jackhammer. He does the jackhammer, but they call it something else. I thought that
The
was
Hampton
crazy.
Smash, the Hampton Hammer, son. They better call that.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, what?
Damn.
They call this,
Good grief.
like he's trying to rename the
God
jackhammer, man.
damn. Rhino and Tess, good grief. They
Oh
fucking
wow.
fast as hell. Good grief. They moving
Yeah,
a
that's
1,000 miles an hour and they just got started. Damn.
dang. There's no feeling out, period.
Yeah, it was no fill out. They just went with Irish wrists and clotheslines. And then
Man,
fucking fast. Good grief.
dude, that was the style back then too,
Damn.
though. Lots of
Yeah.
like the WWE was whipping into the ropes, doing a move, whipping into the ropes, doing a move. Like that was a lot of the matches back then were like that.
Yeah,
Val
this is a
Venus.
hardcore title. They
Oh, it's a hardcore title.
yeah, they got all the devices and weapons and signages and fire
Oh
extinguishers,
man.
trash cans, all that good stuff.
Dude, it's funny. My son went to a
Damn,
an outdoor camp,
damn.
and out there in the woods, there's like this shack with a bunch of stuff around it. And one of the
Mm.
things around it was a left turn only sign. And I was like, man, if I was still doing wrestling, I would try to sneak out with that thing. That somebody could do a hardcore match.
Nigga. Ooh, God, he hit him with a 5-6 in the ribs. Good grief.
Man,
That's that peer to the ribs. Good grief. That's fucking horrible. Yeah, this is going around. It's over. This rib cage is done, coach.
man.
I'll say we got some new interesting stipulations from All In though.
Oh yeah.
Um, what's it for the Young Bucks?
Yeah.
They
Oh
had
yeah.
what they told
CEOs.
Swerve Willer. I said Willow. Well, to put something on the line or we ain't fighting. Yeah, they gotta put the
Right.
EVPs, and then Will puts up if we don't win, we don't go for the world title for a year. I was like,
Wow. Wow.
and Swerve like,
So
what? Like, I ain't agree
so
to that shit. What you talking about? And then I was like, fuck. But he had to eat it because he's like, you gotta give something back. And I'm like, that's the
yeah.
best you
You
can
gotta
do.
give something back. What?
You gotta give it something to like fight for. I'm not gonna lie. You got to.
I guess, man.
I guess like, son. Oh, damn!
I
Come to the
guess.
back. Yeah, but hey, and then we got a death match. Oh
Right.
shit! Texas death match. Wait, ain't that like a last man standing? I think ain't that the last. Like you got like 10
Yeah, I
seconds, or you got.
think so.
I think
I
that's
think
what it is.
so. What are the stipulations of a Texas death match?
I was like, look that up. Good grief.
Yeah, Texas death match stipulations.
Because that's what I always
Yep,
thought.
it's the
Like
last
either
man
you got
standing.
like 10
Oh,
seconds,
okay.
or
So
you got.
in a Texas death match, instead of getting knocked out, right, you pin them, and then after the pin, they've got 10 seconds to get up.
Damn.
So they got to be down for
Good grief.
basically 13 seconds.
Right.
So after every pin, they've got 10 seconds to get up. So it actually gives them more time to recover. You know what I mean?
Good grief. That match gonna go a whole hour.
Yeah, it
Knowing
is.
that.
It
Knowing
is.
Moxley and his crazy ass.
Moxley
Knowing
and
how
Hangman.
Heyman does in these death matches.
Yeah.
I think Heyman won the last one. So I'm
Right.
kind of worried. I think Moss might retain that joint. I think they still
Man, I
going to
hope
Darby to
not.
get it.
I'm
I
so
will be
done with that.
I will be. I'm rooting for Heyman though. I want him to win, but I will not
Yeah.
be surprised if Mox retains.
Yeah.
But
Dude, what do you think about Mercedes and that motherfucker?
that motherfucker right there was an emphatic chokeslam test. Good grief.
Man.
Well, hey, at least you got TV time. Hey, just like Jericho says, at least you get TV time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Hey, and
Dude, but
he ain't heat the pen. He didn't eat the pen. At least that his man's had to eat the pen.
okay.
What's Tess gonna do? Tess going up top for the elbow drop?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
I didn't expect
That's
that. Go Tess, cover him, damn it. Oh no, he can't cover him. His Riz is good. Uh-oh. The WCW invasion, baby. Uh-oh.
Is it Mike Awesome and Lance Storm?
Oh, Shane McMahon, here comes the money.
Money, money,
Money,
money,
money, money, money, money,
money.
money, 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 money. Oh, does he have a surprise for us? Good grief. Good grief. Stacy is the surprise.
Oh. Stacy's the surprise with Shane?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so she turned on Test and his testicles? Or is this
I
before
think
the
it's before
testicles?
that. I think
This is
it's
before the
before all this.
testicles? Okay.
Because Shane and Stacy are together. Because Stacy was a WCW girl. She came over in the end.
Right. So this is in the very beginning. This is before she taught Test to tell people that he loved his
Mm-hmm.
testicles.
Yeah. Oh, grief. Rhino, do not get distracted by them legs, brother. Good grief. I understand, but watch behind you, Rhino. Damn.
Man. You know what?
One,
I feel like
two,
maybe next time.
three. And he won. Yeah, he test
Okay.
wins.
All right. And then he's gonna join WCW
Yeah. Mm.
with
Stacy, the only
Stacy.
girl. Yeah, Stacey, the only girl I know that if you show her legs, you know who it is. They just go
Yeah.
legs up. I'm like, I already
Tina
know.
Turner, man. Tina Turner insured her legs back in the day.
And she from my city too. She from Baltimore, baby. You already
Hell
know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she from Rosedale.
Hell yeah.
Mm. I'll
Dude,
blame you, right? I'll be distracted too, brother.
maybe next week we should do a watch through on something, man. Pick like a show and fucking watch it together and shit.
Yeah.
Just that'll be the next week. We'll just talk about whatever's on.
Yeah, we can organize the episode.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
We can organize an old ass SmackDown because old SmackDown is funny as shit. All the ones
Right.
we'll go at either Attitude Era or something like that.
Yeah. Oh God, the Attitude Era was had so
They
much
had a lot
comedy
and they made me
material,
laugh.
dude. So much comedy. I think it's funny how people are like, "Oh, the Attitude Era was so good. It was so dude. The Attitude Era sucked. It
It was,
sucked.
it was good,
Like,
but had a lot of funny moments and brought a
right.
lot
But I think
of
what made it funny was how ridiculous it was. You know what I mean? Like people act like it was so gritty and serious and raw and real. And it's like, dude, chicks were giving birth to hands. Old women were having hand babies.
Oh my
Freaking
god.
dudes were marrying mops. You know what I'm
Mark
saying?
Henry and May Young got
Right.
engaged in my fucking city. I was mortified. I was like,
Oh man.
Mark, this was here? You got her pregnant in my city, Mark? Really? I was
Oh man,
mortified.
it's
I was like,
terrible,
no,
dude.
this cannot be the moment. And
Yeah,
then when
nope.
she said, I said, oh dear God, only in my fucking city.
Only there, dude.
Oh, in my
They
city.
they put Gold Dust was on a leash with a ball gag. Oh, dude, Tyler just said hit me up sometime tomorrow if you weren't able to record tonight. Well, we got it done, man. We
Oh,
got it done, Tyler.
we in
Unless we
it.
wanna unless we wanna scrap this and do it tomorrow. But I don't know. We got a little something going on. Hopefully this is entertaining for the people. But I'm saying, how long we been going with this anyway?
I guess it's been like an hour. I'm
We
almost
probably hit
half.
it. Yeah,
It's been an
probably got.
hour because I'm an hour in SmackDown.
All right,
Space,
bet.
space. From the whole city, shawty.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
half
saying,
hour
man,
on SmackDown left. So I have an hour left.
might as well be out. But man, this was interesting. Hopefully, we hit on enough wrestling and whatnot to keep you all engaged.
And we get a little everything.
Yeah, a little bit of
From this
everything, but
era to the Attitude Era and a
yep,
little before that. So we get a little everything. So,
a little bit of everything tonight. So hope you all enjoyed it, man. D'Lo, thanks for popping up, dude. I didn't want to do this myself, so this was cool. And
Crash Holly.
right on. Rest in peace. Dude, that's one of the weird things about watching Attitude Era wrestling. Like, so many people are dead. I think there's more people, damn near more people dead during the Attitude Era stuff than like the 80s stuff. You know? All the 80s
That's not
guys
true.
are just old and still
That's
kicking
not
it.
true.
You know? They're like, ah, yeah, we did cocaine, we did a little bit of steroids, but we're still alive. The '80s, the '90s dudes are like, yeah, we hung ourselves, we freaking got shot, you know, we
Yeah,
did
some
we did
accidents.
GHB. GHB is bad. Do not take growth hormones. Your heart will explode. I think that's part of the reason why the '80s guys stayed alive. GHB wasn't really a thing back then. They were just doing regular steroids. Growth hormones are bad. Your heart will blow up and explode. Don't take it.
Yeah, no, yeah,
So,
don't do that shit.
yeah. So many of the '90s guys like that killed GHB killed Brian Pillman. GHB killed Eddie Guerrero. I'm sure GHB killed some other people. Don't take growth hormones, man. It's bad business because it makes all your muscles grow, including your heart, because your heart is a muscle, and an enlarged heart will
Mm-hmm.
explode. What happens? Brushing your teeth in a hotel,
Boom.
explode. So
Kablooey.
yeah, don't do that. Anyway, yeah,
Doing
man.
that. Doing the natural way.
Yeah. Work
With your
out,
game.
take a little steroids. No, I'm just playing.
Take a little bit. Just a little bit.
A
A
little
little taste.
steroids.
Just
Just
a
a
little
little,
taste.
just a little bit. Don't mess with the GHB, but a little bit of steroids, you'll be all right.
Every 6 weeks. Yeah, inject
Yeah,
it
yeah.
easy.
Cycle on and off, just like Triple H. You know what I'm saying? Cycle on and off.
Right.
Oh.
Know how to limit yourself. Damn, that kick was nasty to Jerry. Sheesh.
In the ribs. Did he kick him in the
I
ribs?
hit him right in the face.
Oh man,
And
in
he
the
left him.
face. But yeah, this was a fun, interesting episode. Just a lot of commentary, not a lot of conversation, but it was cool. Um, and we'll do this again next week. And yeah, we'll be back with Wrestling with Life next week. Peace.